Cool. Like I said, this was going to be our level here for our buy, but we've broken that level now and we stick to our rules and we don't trade before the open. So what I'm going to do now is move this buy position to the top of this wick, seeming that we are now retracing. So this candle's retracing now down. So I'm going to use this level here for the buy. Something like this. The sale is going to be a little bit trickier because there's so many different zones to go off. We've got the very aggressive zone, which is here. Which I'm just going to see how that looks. If we do break that level, our next level, we're going to imbalance here. So we are taking a fair bit of a risk because we could break this level, tap this imbalance, and then continue in the other direction. So I'm probably going to go a little bit more conservative on this one and come down lower to this level here. Because we are getting so close to it, you know, we've got 3 minutes. Oh, there you go. We've broken that level now. So there's our answer, boys. That is our answer. I'm going to go up that week there, that week there. We do have this cheeky wick here that we might respect and get a reaction off. But, I mean, we can't try and count all the wicks and go, oh, we might get a reaction here, 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 here. So we just got to pick a zone and go with it. I'm going to pick that one there. Yeah, I'm picking that zone right there. Nice. Cool, cool. That's it. I'm going to put this buy position in right now. Oh, my neck.
Stop loss on the buy.
Hang on a sec, man. I haven't done it yet.
Just when you're ready.
Doing it now. 6. What is that? 6.8, isn't it? Yeah. Stop loss on the buy. I'm setting my stop loss at 3370.41. Cool. I'm setting my take profit zones again. I'm going to personally, I'll see how it moves. But I will be looking at trying to close above a TP2 again this week. We got 3 TP5s last week. So that's what I'll be focusing on this week. Hold them a little bit longer. That's me personally. Anyone else, I would strongly suggest a TP1 or above. Anything a TP1 or above is fucking fine. But I've got the capital there. You know, I had some pretty good wins last week and the week before, so I've got the capital to take that risk and risk taking a few more losses this week. So I'm happy to do that. I'm willing to do that. If you don't have the capital,
I love that.
Yeah, if you don't have the capital there, don't do it. Don't risk it. 3366. Not financial advice, of course. Yeah, I'm doing it right now. 3. Stop loss on the sell. 3367.62. Boom shakalaka. All right. That is it. That is it. Now we sit patiently on our hands and we wait and let the market do its thing. Yeah, it is a bit tricky on this sell, but what do you do? What do you do? We could have gone this level. We could go this level down here, but I like to be close. I like to try and be as close as I can on the Tokyo session because we do rely on volume. We'd hate for it to, we'd hate for it to backfire and we get the volume and then it reacts off this, it reacts off that level and then goes the opposite direction. So see what happens. See what happens. All right. We're on. We are on. We'll look at the London session again this week, but I am going to be conservative on that and only do the swing trading still because of the last week or two, what it's been like.
But yeah, it's been pretty pretty shit the last couple of weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been terrible. Look, with that session, it might even be worth, us just sitting it out and waiting until things recover. Or we can just do the swing trade and just go in with very, very minimal lot sizes. So literally, we're not trying to make money on the London session this week. We're only going to be assessing it to see what the markets are doing.
Yeah.
Like what we've done with gold. Yeah.
It's like what we did with the Tokyo session when we had a bit of a losing streak. We just reduced lot size adjusts accordingly.
Yeah.
To continue to trade, but yeah, nothing too crazy.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Manage our risk when the markets aren't good. So we don't try and make when the markets are shit. So on any session, when we're not trying to make money, we're just sitting there and literally trading purely to stay consistent and keep an eye on what the markets are doing. So that's what we'll be doing on the UK session all this week.
Yeah.
So, for example, my lot size is going to be 0.01. The absolute minimum lot size I can go in with is what I'll be going in with for the UK session this week. So I'm not trying to make money off that this week. I'm just assessing it.
Yeah.
Then when we start moving again, we put our lot sizes up, and that's when we fucking clean up. Take the money back. Take the power back.
See you, mate.
Where was the 8 o'clock candle here? It's not a bad one. Not a bad little move.
Yeah. Good happening. It's all happened this morning. It's come down, come back up again.
Mate, just see what happened Friday. If you traded the US session,
the
New York session, look at that. We would have set it up here, so 11:30. So we would have actually been down here 25. Let's have a look. 30. We would have come off this candle here. That would have been our setup because they've got the 11:25 candle, and then this one here is the 11:30. This is the opening candle there. Always like looking at this stuff, just cause.
Yeah, don't mind it either.
Good to just get an understanding how each markets are moving at the moment.
Yeah.
Look at that, huge, man.
Huge.
40-1. A
Wow.
massive 40-1 move on the New York session on Friday.
That big, man. So it's actually interesting. I'm having a look at it now as well. That was an oversized retest of a trend line. So it broke through the trend line on Thursday, and then the next day tested it for the second time, and then it went fucking bang.
There you
That's
go.
really cool.
There you go.
Really cool to see.
It is, man. All right,
You got to be in the market to make money.
You got to be in it, bro. And this is why you just come in every day. Just come in every day and watch what's happening, because then you start understanding at the end of every week, every Saturday or Sunday, just go back to a week or two beforehand and see what the markets were doing. Because it's easy when you're in it, but you do forget it. By the end of the week, you're like, fuck, what happened Monday again? Shit, what did we do? What happened on Tuesday? So I always back test on a Sunday. On a Sunday, I always go back a week or two. And hang on a sec, we're about to enter, which is shit because we're right on that 1 minute mark. And we may get a reaction off this level here. This is going to tap us in. We'll see what happens. 30 seconds. Hopefully it doesn't enter us in 30 seconds. Really looks like it wants to though.
Yeah, it's fucking close.
Yeah. All right, we're in. Bummer. All right, we're in. Let's go. Keep pushing. Hopefully we don't get too much of a reaction off that zone. And the next zone is here. We really need to break this level here. It's unfortunate it got us though in that last 30 seconds of this candle. Hopefully it can just be an aggressive candle and keep pushing. 3 seconds to the next candle open. Let's go. And it's open too. This candle's open right on this level, which always sucks. But anyway.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Don't be a motherfucker. Let's go. Yeah, so I always back test on a Sunday. I'll go back the week that we had, even 2 weeks back, and just see what the markets have been doing to help me decide what I'm going to be doing this week, the following week.
Yeah.
Let's get back here. What have we got back here? We've got this little, but we're on that now, so that's fine. And next level isn't really to down here. Hopefully, though. So hopefully, if we can get a strong close below here, there's nothing really for it to react off for a reversal. So hopefully, if we do get a strong break below this level, we can continue down. Would be nice. Would be nice.
Just one of those things.
Yep. All depends how this candle closes, man, to be honest with you. Come on. So your Calendly stuff's all sorted out, Sam?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to for some reason it was sending me a like verification email, but it wasn't going through to my email address. So I've been trying to fix that over the weekend. So
Yeah, okay.
I think I brought it to work last night.
Yeah, sweet, bro. Just whenever, shoot it through Telegram. Discord. I'm on too many fucking apps at the moment. It's doing my head in. I'm starting to get shit confused. Send it through to me on Discord, and then we'll add it. Oh, yeah, actually, you can probably just do it. Just add it to the.
Yeah.
I think you've got access to that now, man. So just add it to the one-on-one coaching.
Yeah, I just opened up as admin, Sam.
Oh, sweet.
Happy
Oh,
days.
I'll check the link in.
Everything, man.
Boom.
Yes.
Come on. Hit it. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it in. Let's go. Let's go. Mate, I'm just like staring at it.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Nearly.
Oh, that's you reading the screen.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Boom! CP1, let's go. Anyone,
Nice.
you can close at any time now. Anytime between now and a 5, you can close and you should stay profitable. Should stay profitable. Let's go. Good start to the week. Good start. No fake out. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. This thing looks like it wants to keep on pushing. Let's go. Minute and a half for this candle close. Keep going. Keep pushing. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, yeah, I can post. All right, put that in. That Calendly link is in.
Whereas.
Oh,
Cool, 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 cool. Keep going. What I'll do, I might do a session with you first, Sam.
Yeah.
Just as a trial. You just treat me as a student, man, and I'll jump on and we'll do a coaching session together.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just to give you that, we'll go over it together and then get the whole group involved. And then get the whole group involved. All right. Don't like that close, but who knows? Who knows? 20 seconds. We have closed below this level though, so hopefully we can continue down. Yeah, it's insane, man. The dudes who like I was saying the other day, who go live and just sit there for like 3-4 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Crazy. Create that top week and then reverse, please. That would be nice. We've got the imbalance there, but also we've got the odd level of resistance, so we may come back to respect that level. If we do, hopefully we don't. Hopefully we keep pushing, but we may come back, respect that level, and then hopefully continue. Come on. That's what we want to see. I always think of
talking about last one, 5% on the GST.
yeah. Yep.
Shit, they come out. What do they come out with now? Taxing spare bedrooms.
What?
What? Has anyone seen that yet?
Nah, man.
At least
They're taxing the dead. I know they're taxing the dead now. Or the if you
taxing them, and now they come up with tax. So if you've got a 5-bedroom house and only your husband and wife live in it, kids are moved out, you get taxed on those bedrooms unless you lease them out to someone.
That is fuck.
that is what? That doesn't even make sense, mate. What the fuck?
Well, do you know what they're trying?
Is it to try and get people to sell their properties and move into smaller properties?
Well, yes, that's exactly one of the reasons.
Yeah.
And their other reason is to fucking clean up the homeless.
Oh, put them in spare rooms.
Huh?
Well, put them in your spare room in your house.
Put them in your spare room.
Oh, that's insane, bro.
One thing was a spare room, though. I just have a fucking full study.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fuck's gonna make some people 100% by the book and go.
They'll do it. Yeah, you know what? They will. I reckon they will.
I turned it into a kennel or something for a dog.
Yeah, sorry, that's my dog's room, mate.
Fuck
off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my theatre room, my study, my dog's room. Sorry, no room in this house. Yeah, it's pretty insane, man. It doesn't even make sense to me. That's fucking ridiculous.
That's fucking ridiculous, man. That is so fucking. That makes me sick.
These are the fuckheads that run the joint.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They don't have common sense.
Nah.
I see these fucking cunts having 4 or 5 fucking homeless people in their house.
Well, they wouldn't. Well, they wouldn't.
Oh man.
That's what I mean. They wouldn't. All the rules that they put in for everybody else, they don't abide by.
No.
You know? It's insane. They're insane. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of fuckwits in charge. To be honest, though, to be in charge of a country, you have to be fucked up. You have to be like a psychopathic kid who was bullied his whole life and fucking or something. You know what I mean? And wants revenge. Like Dan Andrews, he was like that. He was just making people suffer just because it's like he suffered most of his life, and he's like, oh, now I'm in power. Fuck everyone.
Yeah, power trip.
Yeah.
Did you end up getting wrecked for his wife smashing the cycle?
I don't know.
That's the goal.
I didn't even know about that. I don't know, man. I don't really watch. I don't watch the news and shit, so I don't really know what's going on until Hustle comes on and tells me something. Like serious. Hustle gets on, or he'll ring me, or he'll ring me up. He goes, "Hey, did you hear this?" I'm like, "No, man." And then he tells me, and I was like, "Fucking hell."
Well, it was better off not watching. Jesus Christ.
Well, the problem is, I think like most people, you start going down rabbit holes, and I fucking hate that, dude. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole with all that bullshit, because then you start looking at the world differently, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of like the world, man.
Absolutely.
I kind of like the world. I don't mind it. I don't want to start fucking hating everyone and hating everything and hating fucking, you know? Like now, Hustle says that, I'm like, fuck this. I'm straight away, my head goes, okay, well, I need to move to another country then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Come on.
It just makes
Yeah, go.
It just makes me not fuck more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. You're right. You're able to do
You
that,
just
though.
got yeah, all right. More than they do. Yeah, all right. You just got to work out a way to fuck get around it.
Yeah. This is a very, very, sorry, guys. This is an extremely bad close for us. That's a tweezer top. Even though we're not, if that there right now was on a level of support, I'd be like, we're done. That's going to reverse. But it's not on a level of support, so it may come back. But usually, 9 times out of 10, this right here is a reversal. That right there is a reversal. Tweeze at top. They've lined up perfectly the bottom wicks. But like I said, if it was that on a level of support, then I'd be like 99%. If you're still in this trade, get out or break even. But it's not on a level of support, and there's nothing there, so we may still be able to continue down. But if it was on a level of support, I'd be 100% saying get out of the trade now. I'd be closing my position off if that was on a level of support. But it's not, so hopefully it can continue. Hopefully it's like fake it, faking people out, going, oh, people see that and go, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, you still have a TP1, so if anyone's in and they want to take it out, definitely still a profit.
I would hope that everyone's out of this trade now. I hope that I'm the only person in that. Ideally, you should all be out of this trade now to TP1 or just slightly above a TP1. For example, depending on your spreads and who you're with, hopefully you guys are using the same brokers and everything we use. But we will be changing over soon, so we'll announce that. Anywhere from where that dotted line is to the TP1 would be a 1-to-1, depending on what spread you got.
Yeah.
So everyone should have been able to close at a 1-to-1 today if you close that position off. I'm not. I'm holding because I can afford to do it. So I don't mind if I take a loss today. It doesn't bother me. It's actually not going to affect me at all. But let's see. If this hits a 2 and I'm out of the trade, we'll jump off stream. But yeah, man, that's it. Does anyone want to go? Has anyone got anything they want to know? Want to go over anything, or everyone's cool?
Yeah. Ask away, team, if you're there.
Yeah. Just to let you guys know, we will be changing over to black bull markets. The reason for that is for anyone in Australia, they've got really good spreads. They've got very tight spreads. But anyone who's living in Australia, they offer a 1 to 500 leverage because they don't fall under ASICs. They fall under the New Zealand fucking FMA or something, I think it's called. So everyone who's an Australian resident with Black Bull will get a 1 to 500 leverage, and their spreads are very good for the Tokyo session. So we're going to be changing over to them soon. As soon as that happens, I'll let you guys know. We'll put a link in the how to start trading with us section. We'll put a link, and then I'll let you guys know. And once that link's in, anyone who wants to get 1 to 500 leverage, fucking jump on it.
Yeah, that's really cool, actually. You can get that on the live market.
Yeah.
In Australia, usually it's like 1 to 30.
1 to 30, bro. Yep. Because they don't fall under ASICs, we can do it. Which I don't know enough about it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know enough about the back ends of how all that stuff works to be able to explain it properly. Yeah. But all I know is that you can do it. We've actually got one member who's in the group who actually does it at the moment, and he lives in Melbourne. So, yeah, it is awesome. Well, it just gives you the ability to make money off a small account. You could have a $1,000 account and build that account quite quickly with a 1 to 500 leverage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I don't know, Sam, do you want to discuss the prop firm stuff? What we're thinking with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been testing all of the prop firms and doing as much research as I can to try and see if there is going to be one that works with this system. Unfortunately, the prop firm route for scalping is not sustainable because of the spreads and the simulated markets. I tried so many different places and it was all the same shit. The chart's different. So if you want to follow on 1-to-1 with this system, you have to have the same broker and same everything that Mikey has. And yeah, being on a funded challenge, you just can't do that. They also manipulate the spreads and manipulate the chart. So it's built for people to fail. So it's really really hard to, well, you can't actually be successful as a scalper, which is what this is. So if you're going to do a funded challenge, the only style of trading that realistically could work or potentially could work is swing trading. But again, still, because you have a different chart to what Mike would have, it's probably not going to work in your favor. So yeah, I think the best, kind of what we spoke about last week, was the best thing for anyone in this group to do for you. I mean, realistically, what we're doing at the moment is an apprenticeship, and once you finish your apprenticeship, you're then qualified, and you have to go through that process of building up your account to be able to live off the money that you make from trading. The prop firms dangle a carrot in front of your face and make it look like you get 100 grand and it's really easy and all that shit, but it's still a fucking lie, man. They just scam people out of money, and yeah, it's not possible with this system, which is a shame, because it'd be nice if it was, but unfortunately you got to use different strategies, and that's not what we do here. So yeah, haven't found anything that has worked from the prop firm route, unfortunately.
And just on that as well, even with the swing staging system, for instance, just say for example, you're gonna go, oh cool, we can't do it on the scalp. I'm gonna do it with a swing trade. Now, look, you guys have seen I've been doing it, and so has Sam over the last couple of weeks to see what the results are. Now, the issues that happen even on the swing trade is, like, yes, you've got more room to move, so you're probably not going to get stopped out as easily as what you would on the scalp if you're with a funded challenge. But you got to keep in mind what happens because of their spreads and because they're simulated and because they create their own slippage in the market. For example, let's say this is your entry, right? So we're looking at, hang on a sec. We're looking at this here, right? So just say this is your entry where this blue line is, and just say we do some. Actually, no, leave it like that. So just say that that's your entry. What will happen, and what can happen a lot, and what we have noticed has happened, is the markets were, just say the market comes down, and it doesn't hit your entry, and it hits around there, and then goes back up, right? Now, on a live account, we wouldn't have entered that trade. It wouldn't have got us, so it would be sweet. But what's been happening on the funded accounts, because of their spreads, we've been getting entered here. So then that would enter you, then reverse, go back, and then you get stopped down. You've just lost that trade. Whereas on a live account, would come down and we'd get entered here. Now we're in the trade. Once it hits that level there. So that's been happening a lot on the funded accounts as well. So even though, like Sam was saying, yes, for the scalping it doesn't work, but even for the swing trading, they're the issues that we have. Not only that, you get done with slippage. They have their own simulated slippage. So for example, it's come and hit us, it's entered you. Now you're already in the red, which always happens anyway in Forex because of the spreads, but you're going to be a lot more in the red. Then with slippage, you might get into the blue when we hit around here. If you get done with slippage as well, you might be in the red to about there. Where on a live account, you wouldn't be. You'd be in the red as soon as we enter, but as soon as we slightly move down a couple of pips, maybe to about there, you'd be in the green.
Yeah.
So that's the other issues that happens with funded accounts. But yeah, the biggest one is that getting entered into a trade and it hasn't even hit your entry point, which was happening a lot.
Yes.
So it'd come down, hit that, and then you're in the trade and reverses. Like, hang on a sec, how did that enter me when my entry point's here? And it is because of the spreads, because of the spreads are so much bigger.
Yeah, exactly right. And there's other things that they do as well, which is it's really sneaky and no one really talks about it because it's kind of like a hush-hush thing, I guess, in the prop firm sense. But what happens with prop firms is whether you're on a challenge or you're in a live account, they have an A book and a B book for orders. And basically what they do is the people that are really profitable, they go in the A book, and the people that are not profitable will go in the B book. And what the B book means is when you place a trade as a regular trader, the prop firm will actually take the opposing trade of your trade. So you're always trading against the prop firm. The reason they do that is because majority of traders are not profitable, and they understand that. They understand that people fail challenges and that's how they make their money, but they also make money off your failing trades. So it's always you're always working against the prop firm, and it's not a good position to be in because you're essentially pushing shit uphill already as a trader because trading's hard, and then you're doing it against a place that's supposed to be essentially giving you capital to trade with, but they just take the opposite trades to you. So it's always the fighting a losing battle. The other things they do with their drawdown, like they say, yeah, you've got 100 grand to trade with, but if you lose 10, you're out. So you only actually really have 10 grand to trade with.
Yep.
So it makes it a little bit more difficult to be successful. You might have a losing streak where you might lose 10 trades in a row. Like we've done that before on this system a couple months ago. We had a losing streak and we reduced our lot sizes and everything, and we were able to manage that. But if you go past your daily or overall drawdown limits, you're done, and your challenge is done, and your account's gone, and then you got to pay another $1,000 for another account, and it's just it's not they're not set up for people to win. The business is people failing their challenges. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, and another thing I was looking at too, man, apparently, which is something I've just learned recently as well, because I don't go down the prop firms, I just trade live, is when you're with a broker, you can use either a standard account or a raw account. So you either pay with commissions and have zero spreads, or you have spreads and don't pay the commission, right?
Yeah.
The prop firms charge both. They don't have one or the other.
Exactly.
It's you get charged for the spreads and you get charged for a commission, which means when you lose more. So if you're going for a 1-to-1, when you lose, you're going to actually lose more, and when you win, you're going to win less.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys have ever tried that. Yeah, if you guys tried it on a funded account, you probably notice when you get stopped out. Just say you're risking $1,000. When you get stopped out, you might really be at 1,500, and then when it hits your take profit at a 1-to-1. Instead of 1,000, you've hit 700, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on there?" That's what it is. They charge you spreads and commissions, so they double up. Where a broker doesn't. A broker will charge you either one or the other.
Yeah, it's fucking dodgy, man. The whole prop firm's bad, and that's why there's so many prop firms, because it's easy for any Tom, Dick, and Harry to create a prop firm and use fucking Trade Locker or whatever it is, and say, "Yeah, we'll make sure that you get funded," but they never pay people out on their challenges. So any bloke can start a prop firm online, and you don't know really what you're getting into, because they're not, and most of them as well, they're not actually registered with ASIC. So technically they're trading illegally in Australia, but because they're not an Australian company, the Australian authorities won't do anything about it because they can't. It's out of their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Everything's online. So
Yeah.
definitely something to. In my opinion, which I've tried and tested and learned the hard way, it is an absolute waste of money. You'll never get your money back.
Yeah. And you might luck out, which a lot of people do. A lot of people will luck out and they'll go in with a massive lot size and fucking pass their challenge in a couple of days and get their first payout. But the reason why people aren't consistent is because of all of those discrepancies in the actual prop firm space. Because you're paying the spread, you're paying for the spreads, then you're paying for commissions. So you're getting double charged and you're not getting real market conditions. It's simulated. You're getting hit with slippage where I'm not. If I'm on a live account, I won't get hit with that at that time. Like there is slippage on live accounts as well, but you'll get hit with it and I won't, which has happened. You know, there's been guys on funded before trading with us and going, "Fuck, mate, I got stopped out. How come you're still in?" It's because, well, you got done with simulated slippage. I'm in the real live market. There wasn't actually anything there, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, and the other side of that is too, if you're patient, right? I know it's hard. I know it's very hard to be patient, especially when it comes to this sort of stuff. But for example, instead of $1,000 on a funded account, if you put $1,000 in with the broker that we're going to be using shortly, and you get 1 to 500 leverage, and you're doing this system, and you're closing at a TP1 or above every day. Over a month, your $1,000 might now be 2,000. Then you're compounding. Yep. Then over the next month, your 2,000 is going to be 4,000. And then your next month, your 4,000 is 8,000. Then the next month, your 8,000, 16,000. So you're consistently compounding, only risking the same amount. Eventually, after 6 months, not only are you going to be profitable, you're going to be confident in yourself and in your ability to trade because you've stuck to a system and you can see the results firsthand. And you're going to be more willing to progress rather than going on a prop firm, losing, blowing an account, losing again, blowing an account. And then you start thinking you're the fuck up. It's me. I'm shit. I shouldn't be trading. I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck trading. I'm over it. So you're much better off just chucking $1,000 in a live account with 1 to 500 leverage, risking 1% every day and just doing this every single day. And over the long run, you're going to be so much better off.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll be able to eventually cover your wage, and then you do that for 6 months to prove that you can do it. And then after 6 months of covering your wage, you can go, you know what? Fuck, I'm ready. I'm ready to take that fucking leap now. And then you go for it.
Yep. Exactly right, man. And the beauty of a live account is it's your money and you can have it whenever you want. You don't have to apply for a fucking withdrawal. They can't deny withdrawal. They can't change their mind and say, oh, actually, we don't want to pay you out, so we're just going to breach your account and then your money's gone. You're in complete control when it's a live account, and it's the best way to trade.
And if you lose 5% or 10% of your account, you're still in it. You can make it back next week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not limited. Like Sam was saying, we went on a 2-week losing streak a few months ago, and it was okay. We just put our lot sizes down. We traded it. The next week, within a week, we made all that money back. But on a prop firm, you would have blown your account and you would have been fucked, and you would have had to start all over again.
Yeah.
But we literally didn't. We kept going, and then literally the next week, by the end of the next week, we were back.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 10:30 now, dudes. I'm going to leave my trade open. I've set my take profit at TP2. I probably should have closed it off here, but whatever, who cares? Like I said, I've come into the market. I always go in to think about what I'm willing to lose, not what I'm trying to make. So I've gone with a smaller lot size this morning to start the week off. So I'm willing to take a loss. And if I don't take the loss and I get the win, it's a happy fucking days. If not, I'm willing to take that loss. So I've gone in with that mindset today. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to close it. I've set it at TB2. We'll come back tomorrow and go again.
Beautiful.
All right, boys.
Love it.
Sweet as. Essie, if you want to stay on the call, man, I'll run through some stuff with you. Everyone else, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sweet. All right. Catch you, everyone. Have a good day.
See ya.